In Watch Dogs Legion, London has been attacked by a mysterious terrorist called Zero Day, bringing chaos and fear to the capital. With the city on its knees, criminal gangs and paramilitary organizations take their chance to rise up and take control of the metropolis. Here's a closer look at the villains and factions of Watch Dogs Legion. A faceless tyrant dubbed Zero Day has unleashed a series of devastating bombings across London and taunted citizens in holograms broadcast across the city. The unidentified villain believes their plan to destroy London is for the greater good, and what's more, their trail of destruction is being pinned on hacktivist group DedSec, making you public enemy number one. Whatever monstrous plan they have for the capital, it must be stopped at all costs. In the wake of Zero Day's bombings, the government hires private military company Albion and its ruthless CEO Nigel Cass to bring back order to the city. Ever since his father was murdered by gangsters, Nigel has become a psychotic control freak, seeking to end unpredictable violence by way of enforced brutality. Cass imposes his authoritarian rule from the Albion headquarters in the Tower of London and uses CTOS, the Central Operating System, to spy on London's citizens. Don't be fooled by his calm demeanour. Cass will stop at nothing to maintain his grip on the city and stop DedSec's resistance from growing. Albion, Cass's private army, rule the streets with an iron fist, harassing citizens, stopping them for ID checks, and beating those that step out of line. If you spot a soldier terrorizing a civilian, intervene by throwing a punch or hacking their devices to distract them, giving you and your potential new recruit time to escape. Albion soldiers are armed with high-tech guns and melee weapons and will retaliate if you start a fight. They'll also hunt you down if you try to flee, and the more chaos you cause, indicated by the wanted level, the more troops are sent in to deal with the situation. Cause a minor disturbance and they'll attempt to arrest you. Kill 2 Albion officers and you'll have drones, vehicles and troops on you quicker than you can say Queen Lizzie. And just like all the citizens of London, disenchanted Albion soldiers can be recruited by DedSec, offering players the chance to sneak into restricted areas and destroy Cass's organisation from the inside. Just be sure to keep your distance from your former colleagues, else you might be recognised and therefore rumbled. If martial law wasn't enough to deal with, organised crime is on the rise too. Mary Kelley heads up Clan Kelley, the most powerful crime syndicate in London. From pushing pills to money laundering, Mary is no stranger to dirty dealings, and her nefarious business plan includes human trafficking and selling organs on the black market. Kelley even implants tracking chips in her hostages to keep her merchandise, gross, from escaping. Those same chips have the other unsavoury purpose of paralysing victims into a near-death state, keeping their organs functional so they can be harvested and sold. Safe to say, Mary Kelley is not someone you would want to meet in a dark alley. Or at all, really.
They call her Bloody Mary for a reason.
The infamous gang known as Clan Kelley can usually be found loitering in residential areas or occupying derelict warehouses, proudly wearing the letter K embroidered on their tracksuits. The gang consists of criminals such as pickpockets, weapons dealers, and money launderers. Like Albion, Clan Kelley has access to drones and turrets, but they're not afraid to fight dirty with melee weapons and a scrappy attitude. Many of London's inhabitants have had the misfortune of dealing with Clan Kelley, so be prepared to confront the gang to recruit potential operatives. And recruiting an ex-member of the clan might help give you an edge against these brutal foes. The last villain threatening the people of London is tech-obsessed CEO Skye Larsen. Her company Brokertech has engineered a way to upload a person's neural network to the cloud and trap their mind forever inside a machine, which Skye can then engineer to control them. She's a formidable foe who relies on technology as much as DedSec. The hacktivist group will have to be one step ahead to bring her down. With a private military taking over and organised crime on the up, London is in a right mess. Join the resistance and take back London when Watch Dogs Legion launches on October the 29th. For more on Watch Dogs, stick with IGN.